Well, hello, and thank you for coming to today's very special event. My name is Paul Fletcher. I'm one of the center leaders at Dow Center Portland, and I'm very excited today to bring a very special guest. His name is Francisco Quintetto, and Francisco Quintetto is coming in from the center, the Global Center in Toronto. He is an amazing teacher. I want to give those of you a background, a little bit about him. Francisco Quintetto has been with Master Sha for about 20 years now. He's a certified master teacher trained by Dr. Master Sha, the author of well over 25 books and a renowned philanthropist and healer. And as a leading teacher for the Tao Academy, he's managed most, if not all, of the training programs and has helped to lead many of the Tao healers. He's led many, many workshops, has even been on television shows and many other aspects. He is a first generation American of parents who immigrated from Mexico. Francisco has met his parents' dreams, which is to have a great education, bachelor's degree in physics, which I have to tell you surprised me when I read about that because he taught math for many, many years. And he came across the wisdom of Dr. Master Sha because he had a high blood pressure issue. And he used the wisdom, techniques, and practices of Dr. Master Sha to heal himself. Today, he's going to share with us over 20 years of the most relevant wisdom about how to live a heart-centered life. A weekend workshop, a one-day workshop he's doing with Dr. and Master William Chu on May the 22nd. So please welcome Francisco Quintetto.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul, and welcome everyone from around the world. I'm very happy, delighted to be here with all of you on living a heart-centered life. What does that mean? And how can we do that? Is that even possible to do? So welcome Mala, Molina, Risto, welcome Sherry. Please share with your Facebook friends the program for today. I'm going to share a little bit about my journey first of how I came about of opening my heart. We always talk about many people. I've, been doing this for over 20 years, and I hear many, many students and people all over the world say, "Oh, I want to open my heart. Oh, I want to open my heart." But what does that mean? For when our heart has been well developed, connected to source, has embodied greatest love, that is when we are truly living a heart-centered life. To live a heart-centered life is a dream for millions of people around the world. Because when we live a heart-centered life, we are following our heart's desire, our soul's desire. When we live a heart-centered life, we are helping to fulfill our spiritual journey. We are helping to make dreams, to manifest our dreams. We're helping to manifest a life of love, peace, harmony, inner love, peace, harmony, outer love, peace, harmony, and more. So, welcome, Holly. Welcome, Aisha. Okay, it's good to connect to Master Sha's Tao Center in Portland and all the Facebook community, the YouTube community from the center here in Portland. I'm out here in Toronto right now. The weather's getting very nice now, isn't it? So, Aurora, Colorado. I remember, Holly, I remember Aurora, Colorado. I used to live by Aurora, Colorado, actually. I used to drive by there all the time. Master Sha, when I met Master Sha 20 years ago, I was suffering from high blood pressure, as Paul had mentioned, and I started to use these practices to heal my high blood pressure. And that's when I was like, wow, like if these practices work for me, do they work for others? So that was in 2000, about 2002. In 2007, I moved to Colorado, very close to Aurora, Colorado. It was Boulder. And I was helping, Master Sha asked me to move there to help develop one of his centers that he was there. And that began a totally different chapter in my life, going from physics and mathematics, from teaching. And now in 2007, I was becoming more of a teacher and more of a healer. But that began a totally different journey in my life of opening my heart, of living a heart-centered life. So it was a journey that I took of living a heart-centered life. It wasn't something that just came like that. And I lived very close by to Aurora. So later, Master Sha introduced these very high-level teachings. He was teaching Tao wisdom, source wisdom. And that is when I really felt a big, profound transformation in my own heart. I remember one day I was in Ramsau, Austria. We were at a workshop. We were at a retreat, a Tao retreat. And I was going through some struggles in my spiritual journey. And I remember I was in Austria, and then my teacher asked me to go up to the stage and share. And I remember going up. I was a bit nervous. And then when I spoke, I just felt this huge explosion in my heart. Like the heart my heart center, it just went boom. In that moment, I felt such deep love for my teacher, for Source, for the mountains, for everyone and everything. And I just started bawling and crying right there on the stage. And I remember that moment very deeply, because that moment I realized that the journey that I was on, I started with healing, but it became a journey of learning how to live a heart-centered life. And it was through the Tao teachings, the Tao wisdom and knowledge, the practical techniques, the practices. I began the practices to heal my high blood pressure, and it worked. For me, it worked. My blood pressure had normalized. But then I began to use the practices to open the heart center so that I can live a heart-centered life. I remember that day so well, that my heart was like, wow. It was such an amazing feeling. And since then, this was about that was maybe 10 years ago, even longer. But Master Sha, his techniques help us not only to heal our physical body, but they help us to really transform, to develop our heart power, to radiate, create a beautiful quantum field of love that radiates from our heart. Since then, Master Sha, I was using those Tao teachings. I have a Tao book right here. And this is the Tao 2 book. But then, Master Sha released other books with Dr. Ru Lin. I have it here too. For those of you who may not know, Dr. Ru Lin Xu, she's a physicist and worked with Master Sha, the Tao Science book. All those teachings began just to build the heart power in such incredible ways. So, what does it mean to live a heart-centered life? It means you have really opened and transformed the blockages in the heart. Transform negative information in the heart. Many of us growing up, we may have experienced trauma or difficulties in family relationships or other hurt or harm that we may have experienced, and our heart closes. And we are afraid to love. We are afraid to be our true self. Like the children, their hearts are just very open, and their true nature is always shining so bright. Uh, and so life experiences where we've experienced negativity, it blocks our heart. So when we are on the journey of living a heart-centered life, we have to open the heart, purify the heart. And we have to go very deep into that. When we apply the Tao teachings, when we apply Tao science, we are helping to transform the blockages in our heart, preventing us from experiencing love. From experiencing, we're clearing those blockages. There is a mantra I want to share with this mantra. If Paul can share the slide, this is a mantra. This is one of my favorite mantras from the Tao teachings. The top one is in Mandarin. Qing Qiao Bu Kai. The tunnel of the heart is not open. What does this mean? When we are before, like when we're a normal human being and all of like desires, attachments, and all those things that we just love as a human being, our heart's closed. So part of our journey of living a heart-centered life is to open up the tunnel of the heart. Raise your hand if you want to open up the tunnel of the heart. Yes. The tunnel of the heart must open. It's blocked. We are all spiritual beings filled with love in our heart. We are all love, every single one of us. But sometimes we are afraid to experience love or to give and receive love. Sometimes we don't feel like we're good enough or that nobody loves us. Those are all human thoughts that are not true. They are blockages that prevent you from seeing your true self. Yes? Do you want to be your true self? You could also raise your hand if you want to be your true self. Yes, that is the journey that we are on. Yes, I see many yeses. Yes. When we live a heart-centered life, what is happening? We are actually being our true self. Our true nature, our original nature shines when we live a heart-centered life. It becomes easy. Relationships become easy. Challenges become easy because when you have a heart-centered life, you are in this beautiful alignment with Source. You are in this beautiful connection, communion with God, with Source, with Tao, with saints, with Buddhas, with angels, with your plants, with your car, with everyone and everything. You just become love, actually. You radiate love. You are Source love. When you are living a heart-centered life, you have that deep connection that we all want. It's like that love that's like, wow, this is the profound, blissful love. One day I was doing these practices. We're going to share these. Dr. Ru Lin and I are going to share some very powerful practices at the upcoming workshop on how to live a heart-centered life. So I remember one time I was doing one of the practices and I was just doing the practice and I started to feel something strange. Well, it was strange for me. I felt really odd. Like it was like, wow, what's happening here? I started to just like all of a sudden, I was sitting like by my window and I was meditating and practicing. I was doing one of the practices that we're going to share this weekend and looking out into like the stars. All of a sudden, I felt this like profound love. And it was like radiating through my skin and like coming, like the love was like coming out of my pores, out of my toes, my hands, my ears. I was like, what's happening? I was starting to like move my hands, like, what's happening here? Something's happening to my body. And I realized that this was the love of Source. This was the love that the Buddhas have. This was the love the saints embody. And I was having a little glimpse of what that love is. We call that Da'ai in Mandarin, greatest love. And the love just started to like radiate. And I was like, wow, this is how the saints love the stars. They love the universe. They love everyone and everything in such a profound way. And I was having a moment, an experience of what is possible in opening the heart and living a heart-centered life. That was an amazing experience. And when you have moments like that, you realize, yes, it is possible to live a heart-centered life. Yes, it is possible to open the heart. And yes, everyone can learn how to do that. And we are on the journey together, because to live a heart-centered life, it's a journey of opening the heart and being one in this beautiful field. But sometimes you're in that experience, sometimes you're not. You go back into it, and then you go back to normal human being. And you're in it, you go back to normal human being. Our goal is to live a heart-centered life every moment, every second, every millisecond. Because when you achieve that state, you have reached a very special condition. A very, very special condition where that love will radiate in every part of your life. That even when you have challenges, even when you have difficulties, your response, your thoughts will only be of love. And that love will melt the blockages, not only of yourself, but the blockages will melt of others. When you live a heart-centered life, the vibrational field of your soul, heart, mind, and body are going to be the quantum field, as Dr. Rulin explains it. That field will be positively entangled with so many beautiful things. The saints, the Buddhas, the angels, divine, Tao, source, whatever you want to call it, the universal oneness, the heart of the universe, the heart of the Tao. That is the journey that we are all on, okay? You're not going to want to miss that, okay? Join Dr. Rulin and I. It's going to be, I love any teaching regarding the heart, because everybody needs love, don't we? But everything around living a heart-centered life, around greatest love, those are some of my best teachings, just because there's so much love from heaven. There's so much love from source. There's so much love from the plants, the trees, animals. And when we make that connection, it's beautiful. It's blissful. Join Dr. Rulin and I, and you're going to feel love in every cell of your body. That feeling is so powerful. Okay? I see lots and lots of comments here. Okay? Terry, okay, I'm so excited now that I don't want to wait until the workshop. Okay. Yeah, I need a profound healing love. Okay. It is so grateful for this opportunity to be here. I see some people from all over the world connected to our Portland Center. And know that this workshop is recorded and available so that you can watch it afterwards. For those of you who are in different parts of the world, you can still connect with us, watch the recordings, and be with Rulin and I. The journey of, I remember the very first time I met Master Sha. Actually, no, it's not the first time I met Master Sha. It was the very first time I made a personal request. So 20 years ago, I met Master Sha. I started to do the healing practices to heal my high blood pressure. So I was very excited. And I went, one time I were at one of the very first workshops that I went with Master Sha. Master Sha was doing an I Ching blessing. He had a special way to connect with the I Ching. And I remember we had to write down on a piece of paper what we wanted as our request. And by then I had already pretty much healed my high blood pressure. So I was like, well, I'm pretty healthy. I don't know what to request. But there was a big line. And so I wanted my blessing from Master Sha with the I Ching. So I had to get in line, even though I wouldn't know what to do. But I sat there, there was a big line. So I had a long time to think about it. So I remember I only wrote down to open my heart. That was my very first request for the I Ching blessing that Master Sha gave. And I realized 20 years later, wow, like this has actually been my journey with Master Sha. I came for healing, but my real journey was 20 years of embodying love, of being loved, of opening my heart, and not only myself, but helping others to open their heart. Because the journey of opening the heart is also a painful journey. Yeah, it's not easy. There's a lot of crying involved in that, okay? But you're all very strong. You're all troopers. A lot of crying, a lot of transformation, a lot of forgiveness, a lot of letting go. But when the heart opens, you will feel so good. You will feel peace in your heart. You will feel more love. And you won't need that love from another. The love is just there. It's not about a person. It's love for everyone and everything. It's the profound love. It's the Da'ai, the greatest love. Linda said a few days ago, I got a message that my heart is willing, but my mind is resisting. That is the issue with most of humanity. Yes, our mind struggles a lot. But with these practices, we go deeper to clear those mind blockages, to clear that pain, to clear and have the heart open further. One of my expertise is working with the spiritual channels. There's many classes at the Portland Center for the Spiritual Channels that you can look at. But I'm going to do a message from heaven right now on why it's important to live a heart-centered life. Okay, y'all want to learn? Okay, let's close our eyes and just bring your mind to your lower abdomen and just listen to the message. I'm going to connect with Tao Source. The Tao Source is going to give a message to everyone. Just close your eyes. I'm also going to sing a little bit. Yam na yo yum ma ya hey ya yo ha ya oh yo na yam ma ya ya. This is the Tao Source. To live a heart-centered life, is to give and receive love unconditionally. To love your heart and soul. To forgive your heart and soul. To love every part of who you are. Your physical body, your emotions, to love even your mind. To live a heart-centered life is the goal of the spiritual journey. To be one with your heart is to be one with your true nature. To be one with your original nature, which is Tao, which is the greatest love. You're all returning back to your true nature of love. Love for everyone and everything. And you all can do this. Some of you have been trying so hard to open your heart. Some of you have felt like you have failed, but you have not. It is a journey that you are on. It is a journey of love. Love yourself. Love humanity. Love the Tao. Love the animals, Mother Earth. Love everyone and anything. You have the power to remove the blockages, to open the tunnel of the heart. Master Sha's teachings, the teachings of the Tao and Tao science, will help you to do that. Be with Rulin, be with Francisco, and they will create a field of love to take you deeper in this journey. You are most loved and blessed. The Tao Source. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Tao Source. Okay, you can open your eyes, everyone. That was a message from Tao Source for those of you that just came on. Okay, lots of light there. Michaela says, how do we keep and maintain our hearts open? Yes, that one's a hard one, Michaela. You know, it goes back still. We still have to open the tunnel of the heart. If we're in the beginning, it's like you open your heart, a few months later, close, open, close, or someone's mean to us, close. It's a journey to clear those blockages out, to clear our own blockages. It's our heart blockages. When we clear those, then it's easier to stay open for longer periods of time. So in the journey, in the beginning, it might be open, close, open, close, open, close. But the more that you go on the journey, the more that you will remain open for longer periods of time. Ultimately, we stay open 24/7. But when we have reached that, we have reached a very special condition. So don't judge yourself, and just know that that opening and closing is part of the journey as well. Okay? Linda said, tears, tears, tears. Heaven knows what we need to hear. Yes. And lots of love. Okay? Harsha, powerful. Okay? So our team has posted there the link. Join Dr. Ru Lin and I. Okay? And the entire Portland team. You're going to experience a lot of love in the workshop. You're going to be smothered in love, okay? Michaela, heart-touching flow. Edith, your teaching is so helpful. I feel that my heart is more open now. Thank you so much. Holly, thank you for that message. It really resonated with me, and I also feel very encouraged to continue pursuing this heart opening journey. Valchard, thank you for this profound teaching, so important. And yes, it is a journey. Okay, but every time you are in a field, like the workshop that Rulin and I will lead, it takes you to that next step. You know, we're like little babies. We're growing step by step. Okay, opening the heart, cleansing the blockages. You know, it's a journey, but it's a beautiful journey. Okay, absolute beautiful journey, as David mentioned right there. Beautiful. It is a beautiful journey of love. Okay, so join. Terry said you will be smothered in love. Okay, in the workshop, count me in. Okay, so thank you everyone for joining today. So don't miss Dr. Rulin and I on living a heart-centered life. I look forward to being with our Portland Center, with Dr. Rulin, with Pa, and the entire Portland team, but everyone around the world. And, invite a friend. Many people can receive benefits from how to live a heart-centered life. Okay, so thank you, everyone. Have a most beautiful rest of the day. And we're going to bring back now Pa.
Wow.
Welcome back, Pa.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Francisco. That was amazing. Did you want to do a raffle, Francisco?
Yes, let us do a raffle. We're going to do a raffle, everyone. So go there, put down, I would love to be a raffle winner. Okay. Yeah, we're going to give a raffle out to the workshop. Just put down, you would like to be a raffle. As we wait for everybody to take a moment to comment, I hear Gavin said, powerful flow from Dowsaurus. Thank you, Francisco. For when I joined a little late, your sharing and flow really opened my heart as it really spoke loud to me, and I have a few tears as my heart opened more. Okay. Okay, I see some of the people now commenting. I see a lot of people excited. Yes, it's going to be an exciting workshop. Okay, so we are going to pick 2 raffle winners, okay? The first one is Holly Sanders. Holly Sanders, okay? Paul, if you can make a little note, Holly Sanders is the first one to be the raffle winner. And give me one more person. The second one is Bernadette Tar Mohammed. Okay, Bernadette Tar, Tarmomohamed. So 2 raffle winners, give them a big hand. Our Portland Center is going to connect with you to be with us as a gift. Okay. Okay, congratulations. Okay, so welcome back, Pop.
Wow. So everybody give Francisco a big hand. Amazing, amazing sharing. I was typing. I'm not Cynthia. I was typing as fast as I could the flow. I'm like, this is great. We're going to put it in our email. Maybe I'll just cut that part out of the video. But everybody give Francisco a big hand. He's got to run off to his next event.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Francisco. Bye-bye. Wow. So very exciting. Make sure you guys come. It's May 22nd. It's being taught with Dr. Rulin Shu. She wrote The Divine Love. Francisco and her probably have the 2 biggest hearts on organization, of course, behind Master Sha, Master Cynthia. And they have such great synergy working together. It's a very, very special opportunity, very rare opportunity. It's May 22nd, Sunday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And, if you have something going on with Master Sha that day, that's okay. Go there. This is recorded. You'll only miss a little bit of it. You can catch the rest of it, but make sure you register right away. Our team has posted into the chat flow, as well as at the top of the page where you came in at, the links. We want to see you there. And for Holly and Bernadette, we're going to make sure we get a hold of you and get you the free access as a winner today. Very exciting. So thank you, everybody. And we look forward to seeing you May 22nd Also, Rulin, Thursday night, she'll be doing an introduction to this as well. So you have a chance to hear Rulin's understanding of how to open your heart. So keep an eye out for that posting as well. We love you all. We'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye, everybody.